Hello, and welcome to Stairway to English. In this video, you will listen to a simple story in English and read along with the text. It will help you practice English listening and reading at the same time. Today's story is about life in the Middle Ages. Imagine what it was like to be sick in that time. Let's begin and learn English step by step together. Episode 1. The First Signs of Illness. Imagine you are living in the Middle Ages, many centuries ago. Life is very different from today. There are no modern hospitals, no clean water everywhere, and no real doctors like we know now. People live in villages, towns, or castles, and most of them are poor. The streets are dirty, animals walk everywhere, and sickness spreads quickly. In this world, you start to feel something strange in your body. One morning, you wake up feeling very tired. Your head feels heavy, and you cannot think clearly. You try to stand, but your legs feel weak. You wonder, am I sick? What is happening to me? In the Middle Ages, people do not understand what germs or bacteria are. They believe sickness often comes from bad air, bad food, or even from punishment by God. Some people also believe sickness is caused by evil spirits. You decide to rest, but the fever begins. Your body feels hot, but at the same time you feel cold. Sweat covers your face, you cough, and your throat feels dry. Today, if this happened, you could go to the doctor or hospital. But in the Middle Ages, you must wait and hope. There are no antibiotics, no painkillers, and no modern medicine. People only have herbs, prayers, and sometimes dangerous treatments. Your family looks worried. They put a wet cloth on your forehead. They bring you some warm soup made from vegetables. Food is simple in the Middle Ages, mostly bread, soup, or porridge, but your stomach hurts and you cannot eat much. At night, the pain becomes worse. You hear rats moving in the dark, and the cold wind enters the small house. Your fever does not stop, and you cannot sleep. The next day, your family thinks about calling for a healer. In the Middle Ages, a healer could be many things. Sometimes a village woman who knows about plants, sometimes a monk from a monastery, and sometimes a man who travels from town to town. These healers use herbs, prayers, and sometimes strange ideas like cutting your skin to let the bad blood out. While waiting for help, you feel weaker. The room smells of smoke from the fire. You drink water from a wooden cup, but it is not clean. Water in the Middle Ages often carries sickness because it comes from rivers or wells that are dirty. People do not know about clean water or washing hands. Because of this, many people get sick, and many children die young. You try to sleep again, but you dream strange dreams. In your dream, you walk in a dark forest, looking for light. You see people with long robes, chanting words you do not understand. Suddenly you wake up. Your fever is still strong, and your family prays for you. In this time, when someone is very sick, families often pray to God or saints for help. The illness is frightening. You do not know if you will get better or worse. In the Middle Ages, even a small sickness like fever or cough could be very dangerous. Many people died young because there was no real medicine. You close your eyes again and hope that the healer will arrive soon. Episode 2. The Visit of the Healer. You are still lying on your small wooden bed. Your body is weak and your face is pale. The fever burns inside you and your head feels heavy like a stone. Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps outside. Your family opens the door and the healer enters your house. In the Middle Ages, the healer is not a doctor like today. He does not wear white clothes or use modern tools. Instead, he carries a small bag made of leather. Inside there are herbs, roots, oils, and maybe even small knives for cutting the skin. The healer looks at you carefully. He touches your forehead and shakes his head. He asks your family questions. When did the sickness start? What did he eat? Did he drink bad water? Your family answers with worried voices. The healer then opens his bag and takes out some dried plants. He believes these plants have power to fight sickness. He puts them into hot water and makes a bitter drink. He tells you to drink it slowly. The taste is strange, but you try because you hope it will help. Next, the healer talks about balance in the body. In the Middle Ages, many people believed in the idea of the four humors. These are blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. They think that if these four parts are not in balance, the body becomes sick. To make balance, the healer sometimes uses a method called bloodletting. This means he cuts the skin a little to let blood out. He believes this will take away the bad blood and make you healthy again. Your family looks nervous, but they agree. The healer takes a small knife and carefully makes a cut on your arm. You see the blood flow, and you feel weak. He stops after a while and cleans the cut with cloth. Then he says, "You must rest." He puts another plant on the wound to stop it from getting worse. The healer also burns some herbs in the room. The smoke fills the air, and he says it will push away evil spirits. In the Middle Ages, many people think that sickness comes not only from the body, but also from bad spirits or curses. Some families even hang charms, stones, or small crosses near the sick person's bed. Your family does the same, hoping that God or a saint will protect you. Days pass slowly. Sometimes you feel better, sometimes worse. The healer comes back to check on you. He gives you more herbs, sometimes honey with garlic, sometimes onion mixed with water. The taste is always strong, and sometimes it makes your stomach hurt. But there is no other choice. Medicine in the Middle Ages is very simple and often dangerous. At night, you hear stories about other people in the village. Some are sick like you, some die quickly, some heal slowly, but nobody knows why. People do not understand germs, so they cannot stop sickness from spreading. They live close together, share food, and drink from the same wells. This makes sickness move fast from one person to another. You listen to your family talking by the fire. They whisper about the plague, a terrible sickness that kills many. They hope it does not come to your village. They believe your illness is smaller, maybe only a fever. But you feel afraid because you do not know what will happen. Every cough, every pain feels like a shadow over your life. Still, you try to stay strong. You look at the small candle burning beside your bed. Its light is soft, and you hope it means there is still hope for you. The healer says, "Rest, pray, and trust." These are the only medicines you have in this time. Slowly, you close your eyes, waiting for another day, not knowing if you will live or die. Episode 3: Faith, Fear, and Daily Struggles. You wake up in the middle of the night. Your body feels heavy, and sweat covers your skin. The small fire in the corner is almost gone, and the room is cold. You hear the sound of your mother praying quietly. In the Middle Ages, when people are sick, prayer is very important. Many families believe that sickness is a punishment from God or a test of faith. Some people think that if they pray long enough, the sickness will go away. Others believe they must give money or food to the church to receive God's mercy. Your father tells you stories about saints who healed sick people with miracles. He says, "Have faith, my child. God will guide us." He touches your hand and looks at you with tired eyes. Your family is very worried, but they try to stay hopeful. Every morning they light a candle near the cross on the wall. They believe the light will protect you from death. Outside, life in the village continues. People still go to the fields to work. They carry water, feed animals, and cut wood. But fear of sickness is everywhere. Some neighbors do not visit your house because they are afraid. They do not want the sickness to touch their families. You feel lonely, but you understand their fear. In the Middle Ages, sickness spreads quickly, and people have little knowledge about how to stop it. Sometimes a priest comes to your house. He brings holy water and blesses your bed. He reads prayers from a small book and tells your family to stay strong. He says that even if you die, your soul will go to heaven if you believe. His words are both comforting and frightening. You do not want to die, but you see that many people around you are weak and poor. You know that death is very close in this time. Food is also a big problem. Because you are sick, you cannot eat much. The healer tells your family to give you warm broth, bread, and herbs. Sometimes they bring you goat's milk, but food is not always enough for everyone. In the Middle Ages, families often struggle with hunger. If the harvest is bad, there is little bread to eat. Being sick during a time of hunger is even more dangerous. The days pass slowly. You watch the small window where the light comes in. Sometimes you hear children outside playing, but you are too weak to join them. Your family tries to keep you comfortable. They bring straw to make your bed softer. They put a warm blanket on you, but the blanket is old and thin. When the wind blows, you shiver. You dream about a soft bed like rich people have, but you know it is only a dream. At night, fear grows stronger. You hear dogs barking in the village, and you think about evil spirits. People in the Middle Ages believe that sickness can come from witches or curses. Some say that a jealous neighbor can look at you with an evil eye and make you ill. To protect you, your mother ties a small charm near your bed. It is a piece of cloth with a cross inside. She believes it will keep the bad spirits away. The healer comes again to check on you. This time he brings a small jar of oil. He rubs it on your chest and says it will help you breathe better. The smell is strong, like garlic and herbs. You cough, but slowly your chest feels lighter. You are not sure if it is real medicine or just hope, but your family feels thankful. Each day is a fight between hope and fear. Sometimes you feel a little stronger and your family smiles, but then the fever returns and everyone's faces grow dark. You realize that life in the Middle Ages is always uncertain. People do not know why sickness happens and they cannot control it. They only have faith, herbs, and family love to help them survive. As you close your eyes again, you whisper a prayer. You do not know if tomorrow will bring health or death, but you hope that one more day will give you another chance to live. Episode 4: Between Life and Death. The night is long, and your body feels weaker than before. The fire in the corner burns low, and the shadows on the wall move like ghosts. You hear your family whispering. They speak about you, but they try not to let you hear. Your mother says she is afraid you will not live until the next full moon. Your father answers that God has a plan for every person. Their words make your heart heavy. You do not want to leave them. But in the Middle Ages, many children do not grow old. Death is always near. When morning comes, you open your eyes slowly. The light hurts, but you are happy to see the sun. You are still alive. Your sister brings you a cup of warm water. She smiles, but you see fear in her eyes. She does not want to lose you. She says the priest will come today. The priest is important because he can give you holy blessings. Many people believe these blessings can heal the body or at least save the soul. Soon, the priest arrives. He puts holy water on your forehead and whispers prayers. He tells your family to stay strong and to give thanks for every day of life. He explains that sickness is a test and patience is a virtue. His words are kind, but they also remind you of death. You feel that life and death are like two doors, and you are standing between them. Later, the healer visits again. This time, he brings hot stones wrapped in cloth. He places them near your feet to keep you warm. He gives you tea made from dried flowers and honey. He says it will make your body stronger. You drink slowly. The taste is strange, but you hope it helps. The healer also tells your family to keep the window open for fresh air, but they are afraid of the cold night wind. Many people in the Middle Ages believe that bad air carries sickness, so they do not know if fresh air is safe or dangerous. Days pass, and your health changes like the weather. Some mornings you feel a little better, and you think you will walk again soon. But at night the fever returns, and you feel trapped in your bed. The room becomes a small world where time moves slowly. You watch the candle melt, and you wonder how many more nights you will see. Outside, the world is full of both life and death. The sound of children playing mixes with the cry of families who lose loved ones. In the Middle Ages, one person's joy is always close to another person's sorrow. People do not have medicine like in modern times. A simple wound or small cough can become deadly. This thought makes you afraid, but it also makes you brave. You realize that every breath is precious. Your family continues to pray. They sing hymns in the evening, and sometimes neighbors join them. The songs make the house feel warmer. Even when food is little, they share what they have with you. A piece of bread, a spoon of broth, or a sip of milk feels like treasure. Love is stronger than fear, and you feel it in every small act of care. One night, you dream. In your dream, you are walking in a beautiful field full of flowers. The sun shines, and your body feels light. You hear voices calling you, but you cannot see who they are. When you wake up, you wonder if it was a dream of heaven, or simply your mind escaping the pain. Dreams are powerful in the Middle Ages. Many people believe dreams are messages from God, or warnings about the future. The winter begins to end, and spring slowly arrives. The air smells fresh, and the days are longer. You notice that your fever is not as strong as before. Your body still feels weak, but you can sit up for short moments. Your family sees this and begins to smile again. Hope returns to their hearts. They say that perhaps God has heard their prayers. You realize that you have survived many difficult weeks. You are still sick, but you are not gone. In the Middle Ages, this is already a victory. Life is fragile, and no one knows what tomorrow brings. But today, you are alive. You look at your family and feel thankful for their love. You understand that in this world of fear, hunger, and sickness, the most important things are faith, care, and hope. You whisper to yourself, "I will fight. I will live." And as the sun rises again, you believe that maybe, just maybe, you will see another summer.